I'll tell you what the first public hearing is. It's the ordinance amending the Whatcom County Code 2405 on-site sewage system regulations to allow for self-evaluation of OSS, your septic system, by homeowners.
People can come up here all they want and say what you're doing isn't correct. You're threatening people's health. You're doing.
I am strongly opposed by this attempt by County Council to reduce the current health and safety standards reflected in the County Health Code. Let me repeat that. The OSS system ordinance reduces existing protection in the Health Code. This is not an environmental regulation found in a critical area ordinance or the SMP or a farm plan. It contradicts the fundamental purpose of the County Council to initiate an action that exposes the public to greater health risks.
To say that people aren't smart enough to do their own septic evaluations is, I think it's extremely insulting to the majority of people out there.
Education is key to people because they have to realize there are some safety hazards to it. You know, we've had a professional fall in a tank. He got bacterial pneumonia. His life has changed dramatically.
Professional O&M inspectors have a level of training and experience that allows a greater ability to detect OSS system failures. If homeowner certification classes were in any way comparable to the training of an O&M professional, then homeowners should be certified as O&M professionals after they take the class. Clearly, the gap is far too wide for something like that to happen.
Homeowner performed inspections are not sufficient. A homeowner cannot possibly absorb in a 4-hour class all the knowledge a professional OM inspector installer has gained through years of actual experience.
If the system is looked at every third year, a homeowner has a hard time remembering what they need to do and how they need to do it.
Now, sure, I suppose there are going to be cheaters and liars and everything out there, but I do believe in the honesty of most of the people in Whatcom County.
We have a police department, even though only 1% or less of the population commits felonies. We should have an inspection of septic systems, even though less than 4% or 5% are in failure mode.
There is no evidence that our current septic systems are causing any worsening to the water. We know there's all kinds of things causing problems, including people's sewer systems who live in the cities. But that's another issue.
So the question I have is, it was brought up by a member of the audience that 30% of our septic systems are in failure.
No, that's not correct.
I just wanted to be assured that the numbers that people are putting out there can sometimes be inaccurate.
The ordinance states that the tested systems have shown a 4% failure rate. That 4% only includes systems that have failed completely. The percentage of systems that failed the inspection was actually over 30%. That means 1 out of 3 systems need repair.
Yes, we all are responsible for taking care of ourselves. In fact, I would agree with the comment by the person stating that she's getting tired of paying for the damages done by people not being responsible. I am too, and I think we ought to add an added fee to municipal sewer systems for the damages they're causing to our waterways.
I have 2 questions, and of course a lot of this comes down to money. Right now, who is paying for all these additional classes? Are these going to be free classes, or is the county going to charge a fee?
The classes, currently they're offered for free. So it would be the general fund.
The general fund, okay. My other question is, what's the status of our attempts to get a low-interest loan program going to help people when they do discover they have massively expensive repairs?
The second question is, we have applied to both the Department of Ecology and to the federal government, Puget Sound Partnership. To the Department of Ecology, the Centennial Clean Water Funds, we've applied for $1.5 million in both loan and grant funding, and another $500,000 to the Puget Sound Partnership for loans in which to try and get $2 million to offer to the people for low-interest loans.
So we've applied,
Yes.
not necessarily been rewarded.
We have not heard back
We
yet
have
on this
we-
latest round.
So we have 0 as of now available for our low-interest loan program?
Yes.
Okay.
I certainly support the homeowner inspections and education. I think that's a good step forward to anybody that lives out in the rural areas like most of us do that have systems. The more you know about them, the better. I certainly trust people. I think 99% of people will do the right thing. But on the other hand, being a representative on the shellfish protection districts, being a past member of the both shellfish protection districts and the Marine Resource Committee, we know there's problems in the marine waters and in the surface waters, and we know it's human bacteria proven. Mr. Nelson and Ms. Brenner trying to say that they think it's more from municipal systems or from boats. Well, if you'd paid attention when we got the report on the MST study in the Drayton Harbor watershed, you would have realized that the human-identified bacteria was up both California and Dakota Creek. So I don't think human bacteria is swimming against the streams up there from the boats or from the municipal system in Drayton Harbor. So it's clear that there is some problems with septic systems in our water, and it's clear that even a small percentage of failing systems can impact that. I don't think this is a huge problem if it passes tonight. My fear is that 2 or 3 years from now, we'll still be doing more tests. There's already some microbial source tracking plan for Birch Bay, and what we'll find is there'll be more human bacteria in places, and we'll either have to come back and revisit professional inspections, or we'll have to spend a whole lot more taxpayer money tracking up each individual creek, trying to find each individual septic system that's failing. Where an initial professional inspection would tell us where all the systems are now and where they're at, and we'd have a good baseline to build off of.
Well, just because he said if we had seen the report, well, we did see the report, and I did see exactly what you were talking about, and I never said once that there is absolutely no problem with septic systems. There is no evidence that our current septic systems are causing any worsening to the water.
All right, and there's a roll call vote for the ordinance.
Barbara Brenner,
Yes.
Sam Crawford,
Yes.
Kathy Kirschner,
Yes.
Bill Knutson,
Yes.
Ken Mann,
No.
Ward Nelson,
Yes.
Carl Weimer.
No.
That motion passes 5-2, and we have an adjusted OSS ordinance. Thank you.